K-pop is a world filled with dazzling performances, catchy melodies, and an incredible sense of community. However, behind the glamour lies a tapestry of deep emotions and personal stories that often reflect the struggles of the artists. During BTS's third muster show, V surprised fans with the heartbreaking news of his grandmother's death. While the group was in the Philippines, he revealed that this loss was the reason for his emotional shift. Keeping such devastating news a secret weighed heavily on him. Especially amidst a flurry of commitments, his bond with his grandmother was incredibly deep. She played a pivotal role in his life, nurturing him for 13 years. As he spoke about her, V fondly reminisced about moments shared with his grandmother. He described how, as a child, he would fall asleep in her room, holding on to her. Touching on the pain of her passing, V revealed the struggle of performing after her death. He shared how he felt he would cry during performances, wishing that his grandmother could see him on stage in front of countless armies. Visiting her grave became a ritual, where he would bring a box of her favorite Bacchus drinks as a tribute. V reflected on the years spent together before his debut, and the difficulty of maintaining contact once he joined Big Hit Entertainment. He had promised himself that he would shout out to his granny live on TV, but he felt he lost that moment. In December 2017, the K-pop industry was rocked by the tragic death of Jonghyun, a member of SHINee. Jonghyun's struggles with depression ultimately led him to take his own life. His warm and thoughtful personality shone through in every aspect of his artistry, but beneath the surface lay profound emotional pain. In his final letter, shared by a close friend, Jonghyun opened up about the darkness that consumed him. He wrote poignantly, "The depression that slowly gnawed at me has finally swallowed me whole, and I could not defeat it." Jonghyun's funeral saw an outpouring of grief from the K-pop community, with many prominent figures paying their respects, including members of BTS, EXO, Girls' Generation, and IU. His fellow SHINee members were visibly devastated, carrying his casket with heavy hearts. In his final words, he sought reassurance, writing, "Just tell me I've done well, that this is good enough, that I've worked hard." Fans continue to remember him not only for his contributions to SHINee and K-pop, but also for his courage in addressing mental health struggles in an industry that often shies away from such discussions. At just 14 years old, Jang Wonyoung made her highly anticipated debut with IVE in 2022, stepping into the spotlight with a mix of excitement and profound sadness. While performing on stage, Wonyoung opened up about the challenges of being away from her family. She said, "Mom and Dad, thanks for raising me well. I miss you a lot now that I've grown up enough to tell you this on a big stage like this." Her determination shone through as she continued to push herself, even performing through the pain of a bleeding knee without letting it show. Wonyoung has often expressed her deep bond with her mother, sharing how much she misses her during her hectic schedule. Her playful side also shines through as she jokingly mentioned wanting a daughter like herself one day, revealing her nurturing instincts despite her youth. Her emotional debut highlights the sacrifices young idols make in pursuit of their dreams. Jennie from Blackpink has endured an overwhelming amount of hate throughout her career, often becoming the target of unjust criticism. Whether it's her performances, fashion choices, or personal life, she has faced relentless scrutiny. One of the most notable instances was her role in HBO's The Idol, which sparked controversy due to its explicit content. While some fans and critics expressed discomfort, Jennie was met with a surge of hateful comments. This was far from the first time Jennie faced backlash. Throughout her career, she has been labeled lazy during performances, especially when compared to her fellow Blackpink members. Such accusations contributed to a narrative that she wasn't giving her all, even though there were often underlying health issues that contributed to her performance energy. While she maintains a brave front, her bandmate Jisoo revealed the heartbreaking truth. Jennie says she doesn't care about the hate, but I hear her crying every night. Jennie's journey highlights the dark side of fame in the K-pop industry, where artists must navigate the pressures of perfection while dealing with the toxic aspects of fan culture. On April 19, 2023, the K-pop community was devastated by the tragic news of Moonbin's passing at just 25 years old. Moonbin was known for his warm smile and cheerful personality, making it hard for fans to fathom the inner turmoil he faced. Moonbin shared a particularly close bond with his fellow Astro member, Cha Eun-woo. often seen supporting each other during performances and public appearances. After Moonbin's death, Eunwoo's grief was palpable. The friendship between the two made the tragedy even more poignant for fans of Astro. His younger sister, Moonsua, was also deeply affected by his death. The siblings shared a tight-knit relationship, and Sua often looked up to her older brother. In a heartfelt letter written during a memorial for him, stating, "It's me, your one and only precious little sister, Sua. I've cried too much, but now I want to stop crying. I'm going to smile a lot now. I'm going to be happy while doing the things I want to do. So, I hope you're at peace and happy over there." Seeing the Moon siblings share such a deep bond is gut-wrenching. No one could have imagined the pain and sorrow Sua had to endure, yet she continues to live, honoring both her and her brother's part in this world, which is incredibly encouraging. In 2017, Sulli took a bold step in her career, starring in the film Real alongside Kim Soo-hyun. Her decision to appear in explicit scenes was met with immediate controversy, particularly from her fanbase. This wasn't the first time Sulli faced such criticism. A year earlier, she had posted photos of herself without a bra on social media, a personal choice that quickly spiraled into a scandal. In a society that imposes strict expectations on female idols to maintain a conservative image, Sulli's decision to live authentically was met with relentless criticism. Despite the hate, Sulli stood her ground, stating, "When I first posted a no-bra photo, there was a lot of talk about it. I was scared and could have hidden, but the reason I didn't is that I want to change people's prejudices. Part of me also wanted to say, this isn't that big of a deal." In one interview, when asked about her dream, she expressed her desire to become a mother, a dream that tragically would never come true. Just 2 days before her death, she went live on Instagram, trying to keep smiling despite the flood of hateful comments. She heartbreakingly asked, "Why did you say that about me? I'm not a bad person." And little did anyone know, it would be the last time we would see her. Her handwritten letter shared on Instagram echoed the pain she carried. "I get the feeling that life isn't meant to be lived alone." Guhara's tragic death. She faced immense pressure, both in her career and personal life, which was further compounded by a legal battle with her ex-boyfriend over abuse claims. Guhara had bravely revealed that her ex-boyfriend physically assaulted her during a fight, explaining, "He pushed me with a whiteboard and threw the air purifier. I also scratched him in that process. We fought severely to the point that my body was bruised." After her close friend Sulli's passing in 2019, unable to attend Sulli's funeral due to her commitments in Japan, Guhara expressed her sorrow in an emotional Instagram Live. She said, "Sulli, I'm sorry I can't go to your funeral because I am in Japan. I'm sorry that I had no other choice but to greet you like this. Live well up there and do everything that you wanted to do. I will live hard and work hard for you." Just 6 weeks after Sulli's death, Guhara passed away, leaving the K-pop world reeling once again. The deaths of Sulli, Jonghyun, and Guhara sent waves of sorrow throughout the K-pop industry. Their close friend IU, who had deep connections with all three, was profoundly affected. Their absence weighs heavily on her, reflecting the deep emotional scars these losses left behind.